How are you all? Very good, very good. That's like we like to hear. Hello there, Trip on Two Wheels. Excuse me. How are you? And Hobby Time's in there as well. Good morning to you. How are we? So I'm coming from somewhere a little bit different today. The plan's changed. Normally I do this live stream from a cafe, a coffee shop somewhere around, and but the weather was not on my side. Now it's not raining at all, but I can tell you in the 11 months I've been living here, I have never seen as windy a day as what I see right now. And it is, even though by Australian standards it's not very windy, but there is a breeze. I can see the leaves moving on the trees there, and it's as windy as it's been since I've been here. I'm quite surprised. We are in winter now. I guess this is more into winter. I've never experienced the winter here in Thailand. Hello Jackson, how are you mate? Welcome. How's it down south? Good? That's good. But it's also overcast. The sun is coming through the clouds a little bit, but it's a bit overcast, but it's cold. It is. I just last checked about 20 minutes ago. It's like 18 degrees out there. That's cold, all right? Trust me. And the wind is coming through the window, and it's quite cool. It is really cool. It's strange. I've never experienced it before. But it's too cold to be jumping on a motorbike and heading out to the mountains where I was going to go to a coffee shop I had planned to stop at. I don't have warm enough gear like that. I do have a long sleeve thing, but it's more, I need to get hold of a windproof jacket, something that's windproof, just to keep the body heat in, you know. And I'll have to buy one if this is the way the temperature's going to be for a while. It's cool and windy down there for you at 19 degrees here. Yeah, exactly like it is here. Exactly like it is. So we're going to do something a little bit different, which I don't think I've ever done on a live stream today, which is show you around my condo. Take a look at what you get for the rent I pay and the location I'm in. And for anybody who's wanting to move to Chiang Mai, if you're already in Thailand, or come to Thailand to live, this is a good example of something that you can rent here and how much it will cost you. Okay, now you will have to do the maths in your head to convert it to your own currency. I'll be talking in Thai baht, but I'm sure that's not hard. Just ask Google for anything. What's this? How about a trip to Chiang Mai go-kart track? Yeah, there is a go-kart track here, isn't there? That would be cool. It looks pretty good. I've seen that on a good friend of mine, John Canton, on his YouTube channel. I'll give him a shout out. His daughter races around on that. She's going pretty good. She should sort of try to go competition. There's a good go-kart track. Back when I was younger, I used to race go-karts around too. Loved it. And my brother-in-law was one of the top in Australia in go-kart racing. But anyway, when I went on the trip to Chiang Mai, there's not quite go-kart, but more like it's an electric vehicle track that you can ride around. I put a small snip of it in my video of my trip when I got to Chiang Mai. It's only about 20 minutes out of the main area. But I'm actually going to do a video just on it because it was so much fun. Might even work on that today or tomorrow and get that edited and put out. So so we've got 14, 15 people in there. That's great, guys. Yeah, just say hello in chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Jack Bree's there as always. How are you, buddy? How's the weather where you are? And we got hello there. Dak Ling, Chocolate Farang. How are you, buddy? There's a name I haven't seen before. Welcome. Welcome. I can't remember if I've got it in subscriber only mode on here. I don't remember setting it up if I did that or not. If I have, just you'll see it there in the chat window. You've only got to wait 60 seconds. after you hit that subscribe button, and you can chat and say hello to everybody. Carolina, North Carolina in the US of A. How are you, mate? Is it cold there? I'm imagining it's probably a bit cool. Yeah, great. Welcome to the channel. Are you planning to come out here on holiday or live? How did you find my live stream, or did you just click it and it just came up randomly? Who knows? Another thing, when you do hit that subscribe button, is please go into the little drop down box and hit that all button. The all button will make sure that you'll get notifications every time I make a video, which is not very often, once a week, and I do this once a week. So you're not going to get bombarded by messages or anything. But if you don't click that, you may not get those notifications at all, and you might miss out on a video I've just put out when I release it. Or, although I'm pretty sure that subscribers are notified when I release a video, it's just the live streams may not go out. I'm not sure. But anyway, oops, sorry, bumped my camera. My new gimbal I've got here now. By the way, I don't have to ask if the audio is working, because I know it is. I fixed my problem that I had last week. Mr. Chocolate Farang saying it's cold. Soon it won't be my problem. Chiang Mai living this spring. Oh, good on you, mate. Fantastic, mate. That's great. That's great. Give us a yell when you come over here. We'll catch up. I do catch up with subscribers over here for a drink or a bit of a meet up, and it's really good. It's really good. Randy's there. Hello, buddy. Welcome. If you get a visa in Chiang Mai, you cannot move to another province for 12 months? No, that's not true. If you get a visa in Chiang Mai, I don't know what the type of visa you're talking about, but no, you can go wherever you want. All you need to do when you do move into another, when you do your 90-day reporting here, okay, if you've moved from your location, from Chiang Mai to another city, right, or even moved to another rental agreement in the city, when you do your 90-day reporting, you need to put your address down, your updated address on there, and get your residential certificate, a residence certificate, which you can get from your landlord or the building you're living in. And that will update. They actually update to immigration by law, okay? The landlord has to, by law, report who the tenants are in their properties, okay? So that when you go to immigration for your 90 days, it will be fine. But yeah, you can go wherever you want, no problem. You can move wherever you want. The only thing is you might be on a 12-month contract, which would stop you from moving. Jack Bree saying cooler today at 25, that's good. Mr. Chocolate Farang, I look for Thailand live streams. Okay, to listen while I sell my stuff. Good on you. That's how I found you, mate. Yeah, you're welcome. That's good. And yeah, your Changs will be on me. Oh, you like my Chang t-shirt? I had a guy in the comments ask me the other day where I get my t-shirts, because he said he was 6'1" and about my size. This is XXL, and yeah, you got to search hard. It's pretty hard. The little marketplace down here where I got this from, he had XXL and XL. I have an XL in my cupboard, and it's a bit tight. I can't really wear that. It's a bit tight around the neck. It needs to be stretched a bit. But the minimum for me is XXL, and it is a bit hard. What was that? Oh, my bottle. I got an empty bottle out of the fridge, and it's plastic, and it's just expanded. So yeah, it's a bit hard to get larger sizes, because Thai people are generally a bit smaller than most. Shoe sizes are a problem too, but that's okay. Retirement visa. Oh, retirement visa. No, mate. No, you can move as much as you want, wherever you want, as long as you update your location when you do your 90-day reporting. It's fine. Not a problem at all. It's just one piece of paper. I did my 90-day reporting last week. It was due. All right. So I have a piece of paper. I should show you a copy, a blank one. All it asks is your name, your passport number, the entry date you arrived in Thailand, the first entry date, your address where you live now. That's it. And then you sign it, and that's all. You give that with your passport, and inside your passport is a piece of paper which is your resident certificate, which you get from immigration, which costs nothing. You just got to go there and pick one up, and it's updated in the system, so it's no problem. You can break your 12-month contract, you just lose your deposit. Exactly, you can. That's right. There's no side effects on that. You don't get a bad credit rating or anything like that. But usually the deposit is 2 months, so it can be a substantial amount, you know. But, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know. My contract is actually up next month, so March will be 12 months I've been here. Now, I'm staying here for another 12 months. I don't want to move. I will probably move next year to somewhere out of the city, but not far, and a bit quieter would be nice. But I still got another 12 months of exploring Chiang Mai, and I can do that easily because there are still, every day I go for a walk or go for a ride around these neighbourhoods and areas around Chiang Mai. I'm always seeing new things and experiencing new things. So that I'll be doing for another 12 months easily. This first 12 months living here is just an adjustment and acclimatization to everything. I've been to Thailand almost every year for the past 12 years, 15 years even, on holidays and visiting for a few weeks to a month or so, but never fully. And to fully experience all the climate change and all the food, and my body adjust, and it's all good. So far I'm doing pretty well. Donna, hello Donna, how are you? It's a cool 19 in Jomtien. Yes, must be this temperature everywhere. Must be. You know, yeah, not beach weather, is it? A bit overcast too. The sun is struggling to get out. We'll have a look shortly. I'm going to go for a walk around my condo bachelor pad, studio bachelor pad, and we'll check it out. XXL, mate, you are 6'8", or are those Thai sizes? XXL, I don't know where this was made. It'd probably be on the tag somewhere, but always go bigger than you think. All right, always go bigger than you think. And these things are really good. I don't know what the material is, but I have another one in my cupboard there, a blue one. I've had that for, let me guess, about, I would say close to 8 years I've had that t-shirt. It's still there, I still wear it. Some of the thingos come off it a little bit, but it's still there, it still fits, so that's good. So there you go. Anthony Jones, hey buddy, welcome. Welcome, mate. We're going to go and have a look at my hobby as well while we're here, because I know a few people are here from my other channel. So we're going to go and show some people what I do. One of the things I do in my spare time. Jack B saying bond depends how many residents they have. Can be 1 month. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Here I'm in a large apartment building. There's hundreds of apartments here. But again, it's the landlord, you see. My landlady, I should say, really nice, lovely woman. She owns, as far as I know, it's about 5 or 6 apartments in this building. So, she's great. If I ever have a problem in here that anything needs to get fixed, it's literally fixed immediately. Maintenance people from the apartment will come up straight away and have a look at it. And I mean, I had broke the toilet seat came off at the back, you know, where the plastic is and the rubber grommets, they go in there. It broke off. It was fixed that day. It was fixed within 3 hours. The guy came up, had a look at it after I let the landlady know, took a look, went off, bought one, came back, fitted it, it was done, fixed. And that's for anything, really good. So, and Edward Johnson there, hello, welcome. So yeah, I'm not at a coffee shop. I'm home. I'm home for a change. And instead of having a coffee, I've got a nice cold glass of Coke. And for the thumbnail, that was the coffee shop we were going to. It was quite funny. I bought a cappuccino, right? And I put the sugar, 1 sugar in my cappuccino, started to stir it, and I felt something in the cup. I'm going, what's that? Oh, well, I'm not going to know until I drink it, you know. Hopefully it's not a bug or something. I didn't order that with my coffee. And as I got it down, I realised it was a cat. They had this porcelain cat as part of the coffee cup sticking up in the middle of the cup. And I put that as the thumbnail. That's great. It was funny. I'd never seen anything like that before. But I must say that due to the size of this little thing in the middle of the cup, it probably took up the space, the volume of about half my coffee. So, yeah, so I was going to go there and say, could I get a cup of coffee and with no cat in it this time? Get a bit more value for my money. Jack Breen saying, I mean owners. Yes, that's right. What was it you meant? Owners can be 1 month. Yes, I see. Yeah. How much do you spend when you go out for the night? Mr. Wild Joker, how are you, buddy? I don't go out for the night. I very rarely go out at night. Yeah. I don't go out at night. It's just the way, that's just me. Back in Australia, nothing's changed. My lifestyle's pretty much the same, just a new environment, you know. I'm a bit of a computer gamer. I like playing games. I do a lot of survival games and PvP, PvE stuff, if you know what I mean. And I like playing my games at night, and then I'll throw a Netflix and watch a Netflix movie and fall asleep. I'm an early person. I wake up early in the morning. You know, you might think I'm crazy, but I literally get up at 3:30, 4 a.m. every morning. And that goes back to me being a night shift worker. So I used to be in the security industry, and I used to do a lot of night shift work, and well, basically any shift work. I was 24 hours security. And over the years, that's just rubbed off. I don't sleep in. But I love that time in the morning because it's quiet, it's peaceful. I get to edit my videos, get all the stuff done. I'll go for a walk at 4:30 in the morning down to 7-Eleven and buy some bread and stuff for my breakfast and come back. And then, yeah, but that's why I have early nights. It's not unusual for me to be sound asleep by 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. So, yeah, you think I'm getting old? No, it's just the lifestyle. You are too old for games. Yeah. So you're not into the bar and girls then? No, I'm not. And I'm deliberately not. I'm at a point in my life right now where I don't have room for another person. Okay, I live in a studio apartment. This is one room here. Okay, I wake up when I want, as you see. I do what I want. I don't have to answer to anyone, and I enjoy my own space. Before I came here to Thailand, I was living in Sydney in an apartment for 5 years on my own. Before that, I was on my own also for another 2-3 years, so I'm used to that. And also, I am on a budget here for the next couple of years. When I turn 60, which is only 2 years away, less than 2.5 years away, I get my, what they call in Australia is superannuation payout, okay? And that is a substantial amount of money where I can just upgrade a little bit and possibly go out. I don't drink, I don't smoke anyway. Again, from my work history, I couldn't really drink. I couldn't go out. I wasn't a social, you know, I worked hard, a lot of hours. So this is one reason why I chose Chiang Mai. I don't like the bar scene of Pattaya and Phuket and the touristy spots and all that sort of stuff. It just doesn't attract me. You know, I would rather, I can't picture going out and spending 1,000 baht a night at a club drinking, you know, maybe pay for a bit of extra activities as well. And then the next day, what do you got for it? A hangover and a stranger you got to kick out of your condo. You know, 1,000 baht will go a lot longer. 1,000 baht is pretty much 2 months of my electricity bill and dinner out for the next 3 weeks. So, you know, that's it. Trials and dungeons, never too old, mate. Fun for all ages. Exactly, mate. That's right. Yeah, 3:30 in the morning, Jackson. You should try it. You know, try it sometime. It's a great time of the day. It's quiet, you know, it's beautiful. Go for a walk. It's nice and cool before the hot time of the day, especially in the hot season. Yeah, the security guards. We have security guards at this building. One sits at the gate all night, and one sits in the foyer near the lifts all night. And I walk down there, he'd be sound asleep most cases, and I try to be quiet, but there's one door that you press the button, you go out, and it makes all this clicking noise, so I'm sure it wakes him up every time. But once a week, and I'll come back from 7-Eleven with a cupcake or something for him. I'll leave it on his desk there, so when he wakes up, he sees it. So, yeah. So let's have a quick look around, shall we? So this is a studio condo. It's 48 square meters, so it's a large size. If you are coming over to Thailand and you're looking at condos studio size, most new buildings are a lot smaller than the older buildings. Okay, so for instance, a new building with a studio condo could be down to as low as 25 square meters, 25 to 30, 32 square meters. And until you walk into one of those, you don't realise just how small that is. There was one I looked at before I moved here. You take 6 steps from the front door and you're at the balcony. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and you're at the balcony. And the balcony was so small that you couldn't even sit at, you could probably squeeze into a chair next to the air conditioning unit blowing in your face. You know, no good. So this is a decent size. I pay here, it's $8,000 a month. You have to work that out in your own language, your own nationality, country, currency, all right? You take the dog for a walk at 6:30. I thought that was early. Oh, come on, the sun's only just coming up by then, isn't it? I'm in pure darkness. So, yeah, so 8,000. It's not much. I think around about $250 Australian, I think that works out at. I could work it out, but anyway. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I'm using my new DJI Osmo gimbal here. Used it last week. It's fantastic. All right. Did I tell you why the microphone's working? I don't know why. I didn't. So I had problems with the microphone. What happens is, when I take it, it's attached, the receiver's attached to the USB in the bottom of my Android phone. When I take it off, right, I put it in this little case that I bought, all right? It sits in there, and next to it is my microphone. Nice and safe. When the lid's down, it's pushing down on the little USB connector in the bottom of the transceiver, in the bottom of the receiver that goes into the phone. And it was, every time I closed it in here, it was pushing it a little bit more, until, without noticing it, wasn't touching the contacts anymore. So even though it was clipped into the phone, the signal was not going to the phone because the contacts had moved on the back of the receiver. Okay. So I finally figured that out. Somebody put a YouTube video up explaining, does your microphone not work anymore? Let's fix it. And my God, this guy had so many, like millions of views and hundreds and thousands of comments of people thanking him. So it's a little fault, something they could probably, I think DJI should upgrade it, do a firmware upgrade so that the lights, or a little light comes on, or it doesn't light up unless there's a connection to your phone properly. But anyway, but it's working now perfectly. Chocolate Frank is saying $230 for rent. I just paid that much for my light bill in the US. Really? Yeah? Okay, I'll give you a quick one here. My electricity bill I just paid last week was 450 baht. Okay? I think that's around about $11 US a month. All right, 450 baht. My water bill was 100 baht, 110 baht. Okay, that's I know it's about $5 Australian, so it's probably about $3 US for water, okay? So 3:30 a.m. is time to go to bed. Joys of afternoon night shift worker. Yes, it is. Yeah, oh God. Thank God for retiring. All right, I'm gonna lift the camera up. There we go. All right. So, let me turn the camera around. Where are we? That button there. And the first thing you're gonna see is my balcony. There we go. So, there's my air conditioning unit. Let me just adjust the camera. There we go. I'm throwing money into the furnace, mate. Get me out of here. Yeah, that's right. You know, that's why I say to people, if you're planning to move to Thailand, the sooner the better, okay? Oh, of course, yeah, of course. If you're a Thai and you're earning an income on Thai salary, of course, it's probably all relevant. But my point was that I managed to save up enough money so that I would have enough money to retire over here early, at least for the next 2 years before I get my superannuation payout. That's how it worked for me. But if you budget yourself out and then add 20% as a safety net, you're pretty much, you'll be surprised. But if you want to go back and look at budgets, I do videos on what my total cost of living is here. So let's have a look on my balcony here. Now, down there is to do with my hobby. I don't know if you would recognize anything down there, but that is my paint booth where I paint. I've got all my paints there. I have my airbrush and all my thinners, and you'll see what that's all for later. Okay, let's have a look at the view off the balcony here. We're just going to get this camera to work for me. Oh, there we go. There it is. And we turn it this way. So there's the view looking east. It's a little bit hazy in the background, but there's mountains all the way around over the back there. Yes, it does have this wire, but I think this wire is more along the lines for stopping birds coming on and shitting on your balcony, which it does a good job. That wouldn't stop you going out, that's for sure. So over the road there's a gas station with a nice coffee shop at the back called Fuel. There's a 7-Eleven. This here is just the roofs of the shops in front. There's a massage place there. There's a chemist. There's a 7-Eleven. And there's a chicken biryani chicken restaurant. There's another restaurant next to it. And it's just all the way down. It's really nice. Pete paints dioramas of beer bar complexes, I think. Yeah. Close. So up the road there takes you in towards the Iron Bridge, the golf club, and in towards the city. Up there to the left over the Ping River, because this building sort of faces onto the river. The other side behind me, the balconies all overlook the river towards the city and the mountain. Here we're looking over to the street. Okay, so it's beautiful. Like I say, it's a little bit overcast. The sun's trying to come out, but so there you go. There's the view. Now we'll come back in, and I'm just going to show you here. So we've got these big windows that open right out, and you can see all the way along. They're pretty much almost the width of the condo. And I get the sun in the morning, which is really nice. Cars, they're not expensive unless they're imported. Well, it's expensive to import cars, I hear. I don't know. I've never looked at cars. I'm a bike rider, so I don't know. Hey, Frozen fan, how are you? 1965. My light bill was $54. Dan Ling. There you go. Welcome, mate. So yeah, so this is like the screen here. You know, you can open. I'm going to keep this shut because the wind is coming in. Like I say, it's unusual that it's so windy today. But So the sun comes in the morning. The sun literally comes up over there behind that tree, and in another month or two it'll be more over this way, and about 7 a.m. I'll start getting the sun come in here, which is nice. Then by about 10, 11 in the morning, the sun's moved around that side of the building and I'm getting the shade before the heat of the day comes, which is why I don't need to use the aircon very much. And that saves a lot of money. Running the aircon can make your bill 4 times what I pay. But I don't use it much, and my bill during the hot season is usually about double, a little bit more than double what I pay now. And I rarely use it. On the really hot days, I might turn it on in the afternoon before I go to sleep just to cool the place down a little bit. But that's only for a few weeks of the hottest part of the year when it's touching 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. So anyway, so we've got a nice comfortable chair there. It's nice to sit there in the sun. We're going to go around here. We've got the nice lounge, nice couch there, a nice table there, right? It's all looking good. There we go. Jackson's saying that the cars are reasonable. Bikes are too. So there we are with the where all the magic doesn't happen, because I'm on my own. But there's plenty of room for spreading out and having the whole bed to yourself. Loving it. Great. All right. As for storage areas, guys, check this out. Get this camera working for me. We've got all that storage there, which is a really good thing, and something to think about when you're thinking of renting is where you're going to keep your stuff, because clutter does build up, even when you start with next to nothing. I came here with one bag, okay, one piece of luggage, and if I open that up, you'll see I got t-shirts and clothes and everything in there. Those go way back too. They're quite deep, you know. Up there we've got, I've got carry-on bags up there. I've got all the clothes and everything in here. So plenty of storage for stuff, okay? So now we'll have a look at the TV. Oh, there's a nice ceiling fan there too. It helps circulate the cool air from the air conditioning, which is nice, okay? The TV is a curved widescreen TV. There's the gimbal I got. That's what we're using at the moment. It was 2,400 baht. So about just over $100 Australian, about $70, $80 US. Probably the normal price. When you buy things like that, they're usually around the normal price. So there it is, smart TV. So I got Netflix and YouTube and everything on there. We're not going to show you what I got that side yet. We'll bring you back this way. We'll go have a look into the bathroom. Okay, so it's a decent size here. Now, there's one thing that might surprise people as we look later. I'm just going to turn this on. Okay, so there's our bathroom. There you go. My ex used to say that. Put the seat down. There we go, put the seat down. So we've got a nice bathroom here. Quite modern. Okay. The shower is really good because it's sealed off, so when you have a shower, everything else doesn't get wet and the water stays in that area. It's really good. A little bit of extra storage over there for brooms and mops and stuff. Okay. The only hot water in the apartment, in most apartments, is from that little heater up there that heats up your water in the shower. Okay. And a little extractor fan running there. So there you go, all good. Now, the kitchen. There's our front door that goes out into the hallway. Here we have a couple of things I bought for myself when I came here. Is an air fryer. So I got my air fryer there. I cook everything in that. You'll see in a minute, but yeah, I cook everything in this. Last night I had some, pork ribs, marinated. Okay, toaster. Okay, not a common thing for Thailand. Thais don't eat bread like we do, sliced bread. They certainly don't have toasters, so Very unlikely you'll have a toaster. You have to go buy one of them, but there we go. One thing I found, it's very hard to find a 4-slice toaster. So I like my toast and peanut butter, so I like 4 at a time in the morning. Now I just got to make it twice. A little inconvenient, but you know, what's the rush? I'm retired. Okay, there we go, the kettle. That's my second kettle, third one actually. The other 2 broke, so I got a sharp one. I highly recommend, like that's a Philips air fryer. Stick with brand names. There's a Philips toaster. Yeah, because the other Chinese brands, they don't last, eh? Yeah, they don't last. Okay, so we've got a nice sink here. Oh, under here, that's the stove hot plates. Okay, there's 2 hot plates under there for cooking on. All right, with nice sink area, okay. Only cold water, but we have detergent over here, washing up liquid that is specifically for cold water. It foams up there, it's perfectly good. Now, one other thing is you'll notice the empty bottles there. For drinking water here, this is what I do. You see that? Look at that. That's a 20-litre bottle, right? And on top is this, which is a pump. You can buy that online. You connect it, you press the button, and the water comes out, and you just fill your bottles, top them up, put them in the fridge. It's a USB. Got the USB charger there, and that'll pump out that full bottle before that needs recharging. That 20 litres of water there costs 30 baht. That's all, like $1. No more than $1. That lasts me forever, you know, because there's our fridge. It's not a big fridge. Be nice if it was a little bit bigger. I need a bit more freezer room. But it's not bad. Yeah, the freezer could be bigger because I'd like to be able to put more in there. But, you know, I've got some chicken drumsticks thawing out for tonight. These are all my bottles of water. So as they empty out, I'll top them up again and put them in the fridge. So I never buy bottled water outside. I always take one with me. There's the microwave. Let me get this camera up again. There we go. All right. Yeah, it is. So the microwave I rarely use. It's actually a bread bin. I keep my bread in there so it stays fresh. Where's the camera going? Come back, come back. There we go. See? So I keep it's a bread bin. You know? Occasionally, I might keep a frozen meal in the freezer just for backup when I don't feel like cooking or going out. Just some lasagna or spaghetti or something, and I'll heat them up, but that's it. Some of the favourites is the Australians have wheat bix. I love my wheat bix. I got some honey. Honey's very cheap here. It's beautiful honey. We got sauce to put on stuff, my French fries. Some jam, strawberry jam. Can't go without the peanut butter. Yep, I will admit though, I do not have Vegemite. Not a big fan of Vegemite. Bananas, I bought a few bananas. And of course we've got storage here. We've got big drawers with lots of storage in here. And that's where I keep my shoes. So I just thought, well, it's a shoe rack, that'll do. It's out of the way. So, and the bench there. So you got your bench space, quite big. Plenty of room, couple of bar stools there, and you're all good. The rice and chicken adobo, the chicken adobo, yeah. I love that adobo, eh? My ex-wife was Filipino. Yeah, she was a brilliant cook, especially their pork spring rolls. Gosh, shut up, you're making me hungry. I used my mic for a bread bin too. Your microwave for a bread bin? Yeah, that's good. What's this? Bert, he goes out, mate. No need to keep food in the house. Yeah. Hello. Hey, retired, don't give up. How are you, buddy? Came over from How Maui live show. Good on you, mate. Welcome. So I'm just going back and looking at the chat I've missed. So now one thing I've got to tell you guys too is everything you see here, other than these I bought, right? But the microwave, everything, the fridge, When you rent a condo over here, it's all included. All right, even your cutlery, all right, your knives and forks, your plates, pots, pans, everything's included. All right, your towels, your bedding, everything is included over here. It's all included in your rent. All right, now you'll also notice up here, we've got, you can see up there, big shelf area up there. There's some nice bright lights. If I turn them on, look at that. But it's just extra storage space up there, you know, as you can see. I keep my helmet up there. It's out of the way, helmet and gloves. Grab them as I go out the door. There you go. Now, what have we got? You know what? Where was this? Someone said about that. Hey David, how are you? Best thing you did, leave Australia? Yeah, me too. Me too. And I'm glad I didn't stay there any longer, because I would have regretted not leaving earlier. Yeah. Yeah, and we should have a really good picture here, because I'm using my AIS fibre connected to my condo here rather than the phone's internet. So we're running on 250 upload and download speed here. Philippines don't attract me, actually. I've never been there. But see, I'm a motorcycle rider, as you can see, and I like touring around. And when there's so many islands, how do you ride a motorbike and travel around the Philippines? You know? So, I don't know. It's different places, different people. Now, what I'm going to show you now, do they come and clean? Yes, you can have them come and clean. So I had my floor mopped, because the first time I mopped my floor, it came out all patchy. I don't know what I did wrong. It dried all patchy, watermarks. So I asked them, and the cleaners of the building will come in and do this. So I booked it for the next day, and four women showed up, and they all mopped and dried my floor, and it cost me, wait for it, 100 baht. All right, like $3 US, $4 Australian, and it come up perfect. Now I just keep it swept, and it's all tile, so it doesn't take much to keep clean. And this place is small. You can have cleaners come in and do it if you want, but you know. What else we got? Just finished my 3-day motorcycle tour of northern Thailand, mate. Nan, Thailand. That's great. Beautiful. You probably went to Pai and did the Mihon Sung loop and all that. I haven't done that yet. I've been to Pai and Chiang Mai and Chiang Dao and places. This is the time of the year to do it. Yeah, it might be cheaper in Thailand. I don't know. I mean, in the Philippines, it might be cheaper, but, you know, that's fine. But, you know, I like to get out and do things. So look at this, guys. This is my hobby. Here we go. So what I do is I build models. You know, like your model ships, model cars, you know, Tamiya, Airfix, all that sort of stuff, Academy. This is what I'm building now. See? So I'm building this at the moment. I'll get my camera to come back. There we go. Okay, so it's a ship there. There's where I'm up to at the moment. We'll see if we can get the camera down and have a look. There it is. I finished painting the hull and doing the deck. I've done all the deck on there. I've got to add the bridge and all the radar towers and everything have got to go on there. But this is what I do, besides going to the bars and getting drunk and wasting money on alcohol. I build models. And as you can see, I've got all my equipment there, my glues, tools, knives, everything. And what I do is I've got my Nikon Z50 camera, which I use for videoing it. So everything's videoed. I use my laptop to edit and to do the recording through OBS Studio. My other monitor there is to get a big view of what I'm looking at, so I can see that everything is in focus. And whoops, there we go. Everything's in focus and clear, because I have another channel called Oz Scale Modelling, and that's getting up to 6,000 subscribers on that, and I've been doing that for quite a few years. Well, about 4 years. I started doing that for a couple of years before I came over here to Thailand, and I keep working, and I got my light there. Once I turn on this light, it's pretty powerful. Boom, that lights everything up. And I got magnifying glasses. Some of the models are very small. In fact, I'll show you something that I built fairly while I was here in Thailand. Just going to grab this carefully out of the box. Very carefully out of the box. I want you to have a look at this, guys. I will turn on the lights so we can see. Get the camera to go down. Go that way. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Some Formula One car. There's the bit on the top there. There's the engine. There's the windscreen there. The wheels. Yeah, even down to the seat with the racing harnesses. So there you go. Pretty cool, eh? It's a big size. Look at the size of it. So yeah, that's my my hobby. And what I do is I give them away, believe it or not. I give them away to coffee shops or any place that wants to display them for me. I just finished a motorbike, a Honda Monkey. Gave that down to one of the, there's a digital nomads internet cafe downstairs, and I gave it to him. But there's places like that you can give them away. So yeah, Formula One coming here would be great, yeah. And pretty impressive setup. Thanks, guys. The recording setup, you like that? Yeah, let me bring the camera around this way. And that's not all my computer. Of course, I've got this as well. So this is my PC down there. Got my nice chair I bought over here, nice and comfortable. So this is for my editing of the Discovering Thailand videos. I got a pretty good PC down there, the good graphics card, and I just added double the RAM in there to help, so it's working even better. Yeah, but yeah, so on here I do my video editing all on this, and my gaming, of course. I play my game on here too. So there you go. So you can see I got plenty to keep me going and keep me busy on days when like the weather's not so good, although it's starting to get a little bit better as I get the camera back around. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Go all the way back. Ta-da! All right, sit back down again. Rust, do you play any Rust? Yeah, God, everyone talks about Rust. Hey, everyone talks about Rust, but no, I don't think I've played that. Get back here, camera. What are you trying to do? That's it, there we go. I need another mouthful of my Coke. Very good. Yeah, I think there's a lot more English spoken in the Philippines, isn't there? Do I get aeroplane flyovers? No, I'm on the opposite side of the city to the airport. So, yeah, I'm on the east side of the Ping River. So if there's the square city, I'm here. The airport's over there. I get no aircraft. The only aircraft I get here is occasionally a military helicopter will go across, and there's a military base just up here, and they get, I don't know, I think if the visited Prime Minister or politicians and that, they come by helicopter, they fly them in over there. It's really good. But yesterday was Children's Day here in Thailand. It's a national day, Children's Day. And I was down by the pool, and they had the Air Force jets doing an air show at the airport. So down by the pool, I could see in that direction, although there's trees in the way, I can't actually see, but I could see and hear the Hornets and whatever they were flying around, making their noise. So it was great. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out as well, and I need to go to my computer for this. Let me come over here. So Trip on Two Wheels has been a moderator for me and doing a great job. And what I want to do is give him a shout out with his channel. I'm going to drop the link, which you wouldn't believe it. I'm going to have to open that up again. Sorry about this. There we go. Where are we? There. Click there. I'll drop the link in chat for you guys. There it is. Close that. There we go. Copy that. File copy. We go to the channel. Go to the chat. There we go. So if anybody is interested in a healthy diet, whether it's to lose weight or just be generally healthier, he's got a great new channel he's just started up. It's called, where are we? Look, let me just drop it in the chat for you first. There it is. Okay. There we go. That went in. Yes, it did. And just going to check the link, make sure it worked. There it is. There's one of his videos. There you go. So weight loss wins. There's his latest video. So go over and check that out. What's the questions there? Damn, I was so loud in my ear. That was so loud. Did you hear them? Yeah, they were loud. I heard them where I was. People were coming out in their balconies thinking, what's going on? Is Myanmar invading or something? Hey, Bert, do you have a girlfriend there in Thailand? Me? No. No. I used to. Gee, we're 2025 now. So I broke up and split up with her year before last. I have to say that now instead of last year. So yeah, that's gone quick. Oh, I just got a whiff of some nice food. Oh, the wind's blowing up this way. It must be coming from the restaurants out the front. Oh, it's making me hungry. So I had a girlfriend for 10 years. Yeah, she was fantastic, you know. I used to come over here every year and meet up with her and spend a few weeks or months with her. It was great. But unfortunately, when I planned to come here and retire, I couldn't live in the small village where she is from. It was I'd be too bored, even with my hobbies here. Yeah, you know, there weren't even other foreigners around. There may be just 3 or 4, but that was it. So I said, I want to go to Chiang Mai. You can come here and live with me. But unfortunately, she didn't want to leave her family. So, yeah, we mutually agreed, and that was it. So, otherwise, but, you know, one thing I will say, Retire, don't give up. You need to have a hobby if you're going to retire in Thailand. Yeah. Or the alcohol. Exactly, mate. Get a hobby, you know, especially when you retire. Suddenly you're not working every day. You got to fill in that time, you know. So start a hobby, definitely. Have I lost any weight? No, mate. I never lose weight. I never put on weight. I never lose weight. I'm very lucky. I've weighed between 80 and 88 kilos for 30 years. There you go. I think I'm on about 30. I think I'm on about 87 kilos at the moment. Am I from Ireland or Ukraine? I'm from Australia, if that was directed to me. So yeah, check out his channel. It's really good, you know, and it's going to be really good and great advice there. Yeah. What else we got? Some might disagree, but I admire Bert's. Right. My hobby is my channel. Yes. Well, me too. Me too. I just yeah, I'm busy now that I'm retired, but the difference is I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not working for somebody else, you know. So, you know, it's just crazy. Bert, Australia is great. Why leave your home country? Well, gosh, where do I begin? If that's your thoughts, then good on you. That's great. I'm glad you feel that way. And everybody will have their own opinion of their own lifestyle, and where they want to live for whatever reason. So I wanted to move out of Australia because Thailand gave me the opportunity to leave work and never work again for the rest of my life 12 years early. And that was something I couldn't resist. I'm like, why would I want to work more? I mean, I've worked hard all my life, and what do I get out of that? The struggle of everybody else, most other people, of a day-to-day grind of, you know, your pay packet going into everything that's going up and up in price and value. And I think I'd had enough of the uncertainty month after month, you know. And yeah, I am so relaxed now, you got no idea. I am so chill, so chill. What else we got? People wish to live in Australia. People wish to live in Australia, yeah. Yeah, listen, I'm Australian and I've been in Australia all my life. And I've seen it change from my perspective of my upbringing. And yeah, I don't enjoy it. So I got out, you know. I mean, you got to think about yourself, and I've done the right thing for myself because look at this is fantastic, you know. Yeah, the rat race. Yeah, well, look, I lived right in the middle of Sydney, all right? It's 20 minutes on the train to the centre of Sydney. And I don't mind. It's not the rat race. That's not a problem. It's the it's the price of things that went up after the pandemic. Things just got so much more expensive so fast because all those big companies that lost millions and millions of dollars during the lockdown that we all had for 12 months. Just trying to make up for that loss by whacking all the prices up. But a lot of people became unemployed. You know, I still have the letter that my employer gave me that threatened me, right? But that threatened to fire me if I didn't get a vaccination shot. And one of the only reasons why I did get vaccination shot was because I was going to lose my job if I didn't, you know. So, and at the time I was doing a job where I had hardly any contact with anybody. Anyway, so there you go. Australia expensive now. Look, every country is getting more expensive, all right, even Thailand. But like I said, I budgeted, I saved up for 5 years. I worked and saved for 5 years as best I could in Sydney in my job. But when the pandemic hit, and then after the pandemic happened, that ability to save was greatly reduced to the point where there were weeks going by, months going by, where I'm putting away nothing. So what the hell am I still doing here? You know, I had a goal to hit to save a certain amount of money, and then I'm leaving and going to come and live in Thailand. But it was getting to the point where I was not saving any more to that. So I ended up coming here about 8 months earlier than I planned. Once I paid out my airfares and all my expenses and everything else and got over here, I had to rather than go for a 10,000-12,000 a month condo, all right, and buy a motorbike, I rent a motorbike and have an 8,000 condo. No big drop, no big deal. Look what I got. I'm happy with this. Fantastic. And to get by for the couple of years until I turn, like I say, 60, where I get my superannuation, which have been contributed to for my whole working life. Okay, when I get that, I could buy a condo. 12 months of lockdown, 120 months of price hikes. Yeah, that's right. And you know, and it depends on your family life situation as well. Like I say, I was living in Sydney. I was fortunate that my rent was not high. I was probably paying half the rent of anyone else because the apartment I was in Sydney is owned by my family. So that helped substantially. If I was paying the current rents in Sydney, holy shit, you couldn't, I couldn't live in there alone. I'd have to rent out the spare room to get by. You know, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Rich are getting richer, poor are getting poorer. Bert's saying, I retired myself and I understand the situation, your situation. I got burned out of work and it's becoming not worth it to continue working. That's right. Yeah. Trip there, he's coming over here, most likely in a couple of years. That's right. Yep. Once you hit that budget, once you work out how much you need and then add a little extra to it and you've got it, don't be greedy, you know? Don't go, well, if I wait another 12 months, then I'll be able to afford to buy this Harley. Or I won't have to rent, I can buy this condo. Or I can rent a condo for this much. And maybe I can go out and eat at a restaurant 4 nights a week instead of 1 night a week. All right? Maybe I can eat more of the food I'm used to rather than the Thai food. You know? But trust me, if you want to come here to enjoy the climate, the mountains, the laid-back lifestyle, the happy, friendly people everywhere, I'm serious, right? The pretty girls everywhere, right? Everywhere you look. If there's a pretty girl, a pretty lady, everywhere, it's just eye candy forever. Then don't wait. Get over here now. Come over here now is the time. You know? Do it. Gosh, and the time goes quick. It's like giving up cigarettes. You're going to be so much better off once you've done it. You know, I quit smoking. I just went cold turkey. I'll tell you this. The day I caught my ex having an affair was the day I crunched up that pack of cigarettes and threw them away and thought, at least something good will come of this. And I never smoked again. and I felt fitter, healthier, and had more money because I'd stopped smoking. And that was when cigarettes were only $12 a packet. Now they're like $60 a packet. So, and that was like that was many years ago now. But you know what I mean? You just got to do it. Don't be afraid of, you can do anything. Don't let your habits and familiar environment hold you back. You know, one thing was an advantage to me was that I've done a lot of traveling around the world. I've been to many places throughout India, Egypt, you know, a lot of countries of Africa, places like this. So, and I thrive on new environments around, the change of pace, away from the daily get up in the morning, grab the keys, go to work, come home, cook dinner, watch TV, sleep. Get up in the morning, grab your keys, go to work. Nah, screw that. The only motivation that kept me going through that was the fact that I always had holidays booked 8 months in advance because I had a goal that I was working towards, and that was going on a holiday and getting away and going into a new environment where all your senses are overwhelmed by new things. So moving here to Thailand, even though I've been here many times before, was exactly that. It was, you won't regret it, you know? You won't regret it. Yeah, and if you can do it before you retire too, retirement age, well, we're talking pension retirement age is 67 in Australia. 67, all right? I'm 58, right? How healthy am I going to be when I'm 67? How much am I still going to be able to jump on a motorcycle and tour the country, walk like I am everywhere, you know, do all the things I'm doing? Maybe I can. A lot of people can, but you don't know how you'll be at that age in another 9 years' time or whatever. Why wait? If there's an opportunity to retire early, do it. You know, save the money. Save the money. Go without the latest phone. My phone is 8 years old. It's an old Android S52. It's an 8-year-old phone. I'm not going to go buy the latest phone every year, you know. And all these decisions I made over the last 5 years got me here 12 years earlier than retirement age. It's done. That's how you do it. You know, if you need motivation, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, all right? Give us a thumbs up and watch some of my other videos. I document in this video, in this channel, which is what it's all about, from the day I left Sydney to moving here, everything you had to do, all the requirements you needed, finding a condo, getting a driver's license over here, getting everything right up to where I am now. And now it's adventuring out and looking around and exploring the place, doing your 90-day reporting. The next thing will be, in a few months, will be renewing my retirement extension of stay and all that. But it's all there as a guide to other people, because before I came here, how do you think I found out what to do? I followed people on YouTube. I followed Walkabout Wayne. People may know of him up here in Chiang Mai. I watched his channel. I watched John Canton on his channel. All right. I watched The Narrow Gate. I watched all these YouTubers to learn about coming over here. You know, I found out about perfect homes and finding my rental place through channels. So now I'm just giving back. I'm giving my experience back to how it's working out for me and how it can work out for you. That's it. My girlfriend Liv, she lived in a place called Song Sang, which is in Korat. Korat is, it's a fair way. It's probably 4 hours drive east of Bangkok. Okay, it's in the Isan area, and she lived in a very small little town. I rate the size of towns and villages by the number of 7-Elevens. So there are only 2 7-Elevens in that place. So they give you, if you've been over here, you understand that's fairly small. But having that, she owned a restaurant. She ran a restaurant with her sister. Her sister's married to a Belgian guy that's one of my best friends over here that I talk with every week on the phone. And yeah, so, but I couldn't live in such a remote, small place like that. Couldn't do it. And she couldn't leave her family to come here, even though she could go back and visit whenever she wanted. But to get there from here, it's probably 12 hours on a bus. Yeah, it's quite a journey. Retire, don't give up. Turning 65 this month. Good on you, mate. Good. Yeah. Bert says you're 57. That's good. Yeah. We'll be in Chiang Mai in a few weeks. We should meet. Even think of coming on motorcycle. Yes, mate, we can meet. No problem. My email address should be in the description of this video. If it's not, there's an on the main page, there's an about button, and you'll go down and you'll see it there. But it's basically discovering Thailand 00 at gmail.com, and you can email me. So there you go. What else we got? Tell Peter where is Dak. He can find it for you. Can't breathe now. It's not worth it anymore. Rat race. Rat race. Yeah, it's a rat race here. It's pretty hectic here, traffic-wise. I'm on a fairly busy road here. Although it's been quiet today. It's Sunday, I guess, you know. Plus, a lot of the Thais are staying home because they're freezing outside. It is still about 19 or 18 degrees out there. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed. You quit smoking 5 years ago, did you? That's good. Yeah, I quit. I don't remember. Long time ago. 10 years ago or more. Work beyond that. 35 years of work maximum, yeah. I tell people you should work enough to retire. Yeah, there is a minimum. I don't know other countries, but in Australia, you have to work a minimum of number of hours before you're entitled to your pension. Okay? Now, I've been working since I was, and paying taxes since I was 17 years old when I got an apprenticeship, and I've never not been working all my life, right? So from that age, 35 years, I've got that covered. So even though 12 years before my official retirement age, I've left the country and no longer working, I've still worked enough and paid my taxes up enough to be 100% entitled to my pension when I get that at 67. The only catch for us Aussies is that you need to be living in Australia 2 years before that age, before you apply for your pension. So at 65, I need to fly back to Australia for 2 years, suffer, and I mean suffer, then I can walk into that Centrelink office, apply for my pension when I'm 67, and be straight back here to Thailand, and then I can collect my full pension over here. Less, of course, the concessions you get for your electricity and your Medicare and that, but of course that's normal, you're not in Australia, but be entitled to my full pension. I just need to go through that 2 years of moving back to Australia. But that's okay. My sister will put me on the couch, I'm sure. I'll be fine. I'm sure she's looking forward to me moving in with her and the family for 2 years. She can look after me. She's 4 years younger than me. She'll be fine. Chocolate Frank, I'm 37 next week, but I'm over it. It no longer makes sense to me in the US. You're young, you can get a Destination Thailand visa and work over here if you can get a job where you can work online. That'd be fantastic. I have a 21-year-old son in Sydney that, well, he's working as a spray painter. Unfortunately, he can't do that remotely. But I've always said to him, do a course in something where you can do it remotely. Even if it's working for a company, booking in appointments and seminars and things like that. If you can do it on a laptop, you could be sitting anywhere in the world doing it. And if you're only 37, maybe you got a position where you can do that. Because the DTV, Destination Thailand visa, will let you do that, and they're valid for 5 years. So you come over here and you've got 5 years stamp straight away, and you're all good. So, you know, do that until you can, when you turn 50, then you can change over to the retirement visa. Yeah. So, okay, that sucks for big time for pension. It does, I know. But, you know, things might change, rules might change, you know. You can you visit Thailand during the 2 years? Yes, you can come over for a holiday. There's up to a certain amount of weeks. It might be 6 weeks or something. I'm not sure, where it won't affect that 2 years. So, you know, maybe that's something. But, you know, I'll be living in Queensland, so the weather will be quite okay. It'll be all right. You know, it's not far from the beaches. But yes, you can still leave and come back. But I think it's only 6 weeks maximum a year, something like that. So you can still come for a holiday. Yeah, good. You got your own company and you can do that. Good on you. That's the way to go. It does. It's 180 days, yeah. But it's just a matter of extending. Yeah, you just pay for the extension and you just keep doing that each year. It's not a problem. You don't have to leave the country. It's cost 1,900 baht to do a visa extension. You walk into the office and you pay and it's done and you've got your visa extended. That's the cost for retirement extension of stay. Extending that for another 12 months just cost 1,900. Coming in on a tourist visa for another, want to stay an extra month, 1,900 baht at immigration, easy. Come in here on a visa exemption where you don't actually have a visa, you just get stamped in when you arrive. You can even extend that. You get 2 months on that. You can even extend that 1,900 baht at immigration for another month. So, yeah. Dino, mate, how are you? Welcome. If you have a private or government pension, you should look at commuting options if you don't have an early retirement option. It becomes locked in certain ages. If you have a private or government pension. Yeah, right, I see. Yeah. See, the other thing too is when I go back to Australia, okay, I can straight away apply for the what used to be the dole, but it'll be the New Start, right? The New Start thing, which is fortnightly payments, and you don't even have to work, but you get some income. But it's better than nothing because I don't have any income over here. My only income is YouTube, all right? And between the two channels, that on a good month might pay half my rent, okay? But I'm building it up. So hit that subscribe, hit that. You can even become a member of the channel for just the cost of a cappuccino a month, 5 Aussie dollars a month. And you can become a member of the channel. There's also super chats down there if you're feeling generous. But like YouTube is my only income. And it all helps. It's all great. Thanks to you guys, I bought this gimbal, and I really needed that. If you watch my other live streams, me walking around like this with the jumpy pictures, I'm holding the phone. Now we've got this beautiful gimbal that's much better. So big thanks out to the subscribers who watch my videos, and that's all I really ask as a minimum. Just watch the videos of mine, because the ads that you're skipping or letting play through is what the monetization is all about. You get revenue from watch time on hours of people watching. So the more people that watch the videos, the more YouTube push it out, and the advertisers are keen to jump on and do that. So yeah. Which visa did I come here on? So I came here on a tourist visa, which cost me $60 and it's valid for 2 months. Nowadays you don't need that because now they've, late last year, made the visa exemption, rather than a month, it's 2 months, which is the same as the tourist visa, except the visa exemption costs nothing, okay? So all you need to do with either visa when you arrive here is you extend it once for another 30 days and then you can apply for your retirement extension of stay, okay? So people call it a retirement visa. It's not actually a visa, it's called and stamped in your passport as an extension of stay, all right? And it's based on, and it'll be written there in a pen, retirement, or it might be education, or it might be something else. It's based on that reason. Retirement was my reason, which meant that I needed to fit those things, and it takes a few weeks to process as well. You need to have a Thai bank account, you need to have money in that bank account to a certain amount. But it's a lot easier to apply for your retirement visa over here than before you come. You can do it from your embassy or consulate in your own country, but there are extra requirements, okay? And I go through that in one of my videos, my retirement visa videos. Just check on the playlist and you'll see that. And I go through the whole process I went through. But to apply outside the country, you need to get a health insurance plan, all right? And they're worth crap. They're not worth it at all, and they're restricted by a certain number of companies you can use that are government approved. So you need to do that, signed up for 12 months. And they'll also do a criminal check record on you as well, which shouldn't be a problem for most people, hopefully. But if you come here to Thailand, you don't need either of those two things, okay? Yes, a non-O visa in Thailand. Yeah, so you don't need either of those things when you're over here, but you do need to get that extension. You need 2 months when you come here, and then you get one extension, and that covers you for the time. And then it's up to you if you want to go through and do it yourself. All the paperwork, there's quite a lot of paperwork, and it can be very confusing. Your first application, which is why I went through an agent. So Assist Thai Visa was where I went. And they did all that. Yes, I had to pay for it, of course, and it cost more than 1,900 baht that it would normally cost. But I just arrived here. I hadn't been to Chiang Mai in 10 years. I'm looking for a place to live, a condo, looking for a place to rent a bike. I'm doing all these things. The last thing I wanted to deal with was all this stuff for my visa. And I budgeted for it before I came. I knew what it was going to cost me, and I budgeted for it. And I said, right, there it is. And they did it all for me. Now, I will renew it myself because I know the process, and it's nowhere near as complicated. And it's only going to cost me 1,900 baht, just like any other visa extension. Okay. So Randy's saying, so one-way flight ticket? Yes. So we'll talk about that. One-way flight tickets, by law, with immigration, you need an onward ticket. You need an onward ticket out of the country when you come here, okay? They are probably not going to check that, okay? Immigration is a very busy place at the airport, right? Those immigration officers have got a terrible job. There's hundreds and thousands of people they've got to deal with every day, all the different nationalities. They're probably never going to check that. But if they do, they can refuse your entry, okay? Now, it takes nothing to jump online and book a cheap flight from Bangkok to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. It'll cost you less than $100 on Vietjet, Vietnam Airlines. That's what I did. I printed it out, and the flight was dated 3 days before my tourist visa expires. So there we go. So if they ever asked, there it is. I have my flight booked and I'm leaving before my visa expires. I'm covered. So I would highly suggest spend that extra $100 to have that ticket just in case. All right. Maybe you won't get a return ticket even. Maybe you could use it if you wanted to. Go and come back, or just don't use it. You're here, and by the time that date comes around, you've got your visa extension and you've practically got your retirement extension of stay already going to happen. Rick Nielsen, hey buddy, how are you? Hope you're well. Yes. In regards to returning back to Australia, yes, I'm sure you have to wait 2 years before you can apply for a Aussie pension. That's right. That's right. That's what I was saying. So 2 years, and you have to be in the country for those 2 years. Okay? I can't just apply for my pension over here while I'm over here and then fly back there to sign the thing and go, and they start paying me. 2 years before, I have to be in Australia, living in Australia for those 2 years up until that date when my birthday comes around, and then I'm entitled to my pension. Then I can leave and don't come back again. So there you go. Oz Nod, hello buddy, welcome. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat from WA. How are you, mate? My Thai wife, now UA Australian citizen, and I will be retiring to Chiang Mai in about 3.5 years. Good on you. Can't move sooner as I'm now on disability support pension. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, if you're going to lose, I don't know how they work. It's not something I've ever experienced. But if you're on some other pensions like that, I'm fairly sure, yeah, if you leave the country, you're going to lose it. So you need to be, save up. But you say in about 3.5 years. So I don't know how old you are, but yeah, you're just going to have to save up, and 3.5 years will go quick. It really will. So, or a refundable ticket. Yes, but they cost a bit more. Yeah, they cost a bit more, and I couldn't be bothered. $100. It was all part of my budget. Like I say, I planned this seriously 12 months before I jumped on the plane and came over here 2 days after Valentine's Day. I'll remember the date. I knew exactly what I had to do and what I was going to do. I had it all planned. That was fine. Your onward ticket can be sea, land or air out of Thailand. So you could buy a cheap bus ticket. Yes, you can, I think. Okay, I was, yeah, I thought that immigration would not even look twice if it was a flight. But if you got a bus ticket, yeah, 2 days before your visa's going to expire, it's like, yeah, sure, yeah, right. Don't know. That may be legal, it may be fine. You've got your air or land ticket or your sea ticket out, and that's the requirements. But one thing in Thailand is 63. Okay, cool. Yeah, when you one thing you learn here in Thailand is that there are rules in government and businesses that can be broken. Okay, rules are not set, whether that's immigration and stuff like that, or how can you say, bank accounts and things like that. Flying into Bangkok, flying into Chiang Mai, and there are going to be, I think, and maybe they've started already, there's direct flights from overseas into Chiang Mai. Flying into Chiang Mai airport compared to Bangkok or down south in Phuket, you're going to get looked at a little bit lighter, I think, just because of the volume that comes through here. So, yeah, I don't know. You just got to be a little bit careful, that cover all your bases, you know. Osmod, yeah. In regards to the Aussie disability pension, you're not permitted to be out of the country more than 30 days. Yes, they will automatically suspend it. That's Aussie disability pension, sure. Yeah, why bother to save that little money? That's true, yeah. So, you know, I mean, you can spend what you want, you know, as long as it's part of your budget, then it's fine. You know, it's fine. So, yeah. So if you haven't already, just hit that subscribe button and say hello in chat if you haven't already said hello in chat. Let me know where you're from and give us a thumbs up. That'd be great. I think I see 21 people in there. The YouTube live stream seems to be working a bit better today. We've been going for an hour and a half. Can you believe it? Wow. It's looking nice outside. Still a cool breeze. The breeze has dropped a little bit, but still cool out there. The sky is clear. There's some light cloud. The sun's out. I might get down to the pool today. I don't know about if you're getting in the water itself because that's a bit chilly. We'll see. Rick is in Brisbane, Queensland. Good old Brisbane. How's the Queen's Wharf looking now? I bet that's all, is that all finished yet? All that new development going along the Brisbane River? All the way from the Story Bridge right down and around to the other side is just amazing, the money they're putting into all of that. That's incredible, you know. If you're in Brisbane, then you know the lipstick, the black government building, 1 Eagle Street. That was it, wasn't it? 1 Eagle Street. I used to work security in that building. That's where the politicians are all based. The Premier, Queensland Premier and all the others, all in there. I used to work in, I don't think it is Eagle Street actually. 1 Eagle Street was another building I worked where Kevin Rudd's office was, and a few other ex-prime ministers actually. Yeah. Anyway, little travel monkey. My mother has monthly retirement income of $2,300 US, but she'll never want to leave China. Yeah? Wow. $2,300 US a month income from retirement. That's huge. That's a lot of money. You could live well over here. Maybe in China too, I don't know. Chiang Mai is only 3 hours from Chengdu, China. Oh yeah, on flight, yeah. I'm gonna go see a giant panda research base centre over there. Oh good, that's good. I'll give you a tip. Even though they advertise it, don't come to Chiang Mai Zoo to see the pandas. That's a good tip. Because even though the signs are up everywhere, it's all over their website, the pandas, come see the pandas, and the enclosure is open, you can go in and see them, they're actually just cardboard cutouts behind the glass in that enclosure. Literally cardboard cutouts of panda bears. Unbelievable. Again, a video I made of the Chiang Mai Zoo. Wasn't very impressed, I can tell you. Wow. To Peter's Magic Thai Wonderland. Yes, welcome. In Wolong in China. Okay, good. Yes, yes. Hey, Hobbs. G'day there, mate. The chat's doing this jumping thing again, so I'm going along, trying to keep up. Never been to that one, mate. I'll have oils. Come over there. Spicy Sichuan. Very good. Chengdu is a magical place. I've heard of that city. I've heard of that. There's another YouTube channel guy who travels all around the world that went to China late last year, and he went, I'm sure that was one of the places he went through. Fantastic, yeah. If you have any questions at all, welcome those who have come in that weren't here at the beginning. I'm normally doing a live stream around this time every week. I'm usually at a cafe somewhere, but the weather is windy and cold here in Chiang Mai, unbelievably. so I didn't get to go out to my planned cafe, and we're here in my condo where we've just done a quick walking tour and looking around. But that will have to be in the replay if you want to go back and check that afterwards. What have we got? Go check it out, Pete. It's not far away, really. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm roasting Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. I wonder if I like them anymore. As a kid, yuck. They'd be on my list with spinach. I can't stand spinach, right? But Brussels sprouts, ugh. Now, since I moved to Thailand here, I've actually enjoyed spinach now. So, yeah, vegetables are very fresh over here, everywhere. Yeah, none of this supermarket stuff. Like, I did security work in a supermarket distribution Polar Fresh warehouse. And I can tell you, there are fruit and veg in there that are in deep freeze for more than 12 months before they're shipped out to the store, put on display and advertised as fresh. Look at the fresh sign really carefully, because you'll find it is actually freshly thawed. Yeah, freshly thawed. But over here, it's fresh, okay? Beautiful vegetables, the market down here. I just discovered a new market the other day. It's about 15 minutes on the motorbike ride, but big, and a bigger variety of meat. They had actual butchers working in there with pork ribs, pork chops, steaks, mince, chicken, stuff like that. I actually bought some drumsticks, chicken wings and some pork yesterday when I was there. And actually the girl that was there serving me, she got a little bit chatty with me. So I tried my luck. I said, after I paid her and had all my meat, I said, can you come home and cook it for me? And she, no. So that didn't work. Maybe I used the wrong line. Was that the wrong pickup line? I thought that would, you know, like I'm just open, just being honest. It's been a while since I've dated, as you can tell. Hey, maybe I shouldn't be too upfront. What else we got? Never been to that one, mate. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's anything else to do over there. I'm excited to drink some. Oh, that's my chat. I've got to catch up. Going down. Check out Pete. It's not far away. Yeah. And Dackling, Mr. Chocolate Farang, thank you for the 555 chat there. Thank you very much, mate. That's brilliant. Very good. Thank you. Much appreciated. What a great Thai name. It is, isn't it? Dackling. I just got it. Very good. It's good. It's all part of the new channel. That's right. My Chop Ban Ling Thai. Listen, my Thai is shocking. I've been here for nearly a year and I don't know anything. Really bad. I keep saying, if I was living with someone, if I had a Thai person here, then I could speak more Thai and learn it, you know. But because I'm on my own, and I just don't have the opportunity to learn. So maybe next time I speak to some girl, I'll ask her if she wants to come back and teach me Thai. Oh, gosh. Correct line would have been, hey, babe, I need your hot monkey love. Gotta have it. Talking about monkeys, I haven't seen any in Chiang Mai. There are no monkeys up in northern Thailand. They're all down south getting all the food from the tourists. I have not seen a single monkey. I've heard some strange sounds in the jungle that might have been monkeys. I think they were birds though. I've not actually seen one. Nuts too. Hey buddy, are you using QR code for any purchases? If so, how do you find it? Mate, QR codes for everything. Yeah, and it's linked straight up to my Bangkok bank account. And even the smallest little market stores or, you know, lady down here selling, you know, pad thai, they all have QR codes now. Just scan, done. There's no charge. It's free to use, and it's really convenient. Shops, wherever, QR. You really don't need. The only reason I might go to the bank and take cash out is because 7-Eleven don't take QR code. They only take cash. Now, I know that there is a card you can get to put credit on and use that card in 7-Eleven, and the card's free. I haven't looked into that, but it's no problem. I have what they call a, what's it called? Plus something? There's a shop across the road in the gas station. It's like 7-Eleven, but they take QR code. So if I have no cash, I'll go over there. You can buy practically the same things. What else we got? We'll maybe Trip on Two Wheels on his new channel, Weight Loss Wins, will do some Thai recipes, talk about Thai food. QR codes are great. Not in play money either. Yeah, for some reason, Trip in the US calls Australian play money, so it's sort of caught on. She would have probably preferred to be taken out for a meal, not working in your kitchen. Oh, you think so? You know, like I'd pay her well for cooking me a good meal. You know, a good meal will give me so much energy. I'd pay her really well. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Next time I'll order Uber Eats or something. We'll just eat in. I can't cook. Throw stuffs in the air fryer, no problem. But yeah, that'd be no good for me. What's this one? What's this? I spent past 8 months learning to read, write, and speak Thai. Bro, I'm almost conversational. Maybe 3 more months. That's good. Good on you. Did you need an agent to help open the bank account? For me, yes, but it was 4 years ago now. Now that we're into the new year. Yeah, 4 years ago in Pattaya, on one of my many visits to Thailand, I was on a visa exemption. Just got my visa as I arrived at the airport, going to visit my girlfriend as I was doing. And I went to an agent. I saw a YouTube video naming a visa agent in Pattaya. I walked in there with my passport, that's all, just my passport, and said, I want a bank account, can you open one? So within half an hour, I walked out with my bank account, and it cost me 2,000 baht. Like I said, that was 4 years ago. From what I've heard now, it's about 5,000 baht. Most of them are charging. I've heard some agents and that, yeah, about 5,000 baht. Which is worth it if you want to save yourself a lot of hassle. If you're in Pattaya, Hua Hin, you know, any tourist or big city, right, you're probably going to have problems, especially if you're just on a tourist visa or, you know, visa extension, whatever it is you're on, you're going to have a struggle. It's worth paying an agent just to pay it, and you've got it forever then. You know, it's no problem. It's internet banking. You've got a great app. Bangkok Bank is what I'm with. They have a good app. You pay for everything with it. I pay all my bills. I pay my motorbike rental, my rent. Everything's paid through that. I can go and put money in, cash in whenever I need. I can transfer money using Wise. And there's a link in the description below for Wise. If you use that link, it's like an affiliate link. You'll get, I think it's the first 1 or 2 transactions with no fees, right? If you join up with Wise, and you can transfer from whatever your bank account is, wherever you are in the world, transfer your money up into Wise, and then from there into your Thai bank account. And it's really cheap, and good exchange rates and all the rest of it. I had someone just sign up the other day. I got a notification, and that's great. I just need two more people sign up, and I think I get like $100 gift or something for signing people up. But you know, it doesn't cost you any extra. It doesn't cost you anything. If anything, you save because you won't pay fees on that first transaction. But anyway, yeah, use Wise, and that's how I transfer money from my Australian bank accounts across from my YouTube income, which goes into my Australian bank account, transfer that. And it's literally, if I was doing it now, I'd say I want to bring over 500 Aussie dollars. It'll go up there, it'll sit there, it'll tell me how much that is in Thai baht. And then I go, it'll take 3 seconds. And then I go, right, transfer into my bank account. It's already saved there. Details, click, click. And 2 minutes later, I get the notifications from my bank telling me that money's gone in and it's there, done, okay? The first couple of times it might take a little longer. It might say 24 hours because they've got to verify you and everything. But after you've done it 2-3 times, it's instant from then on. It's instant, no problem. Okay. Let's have a look. Where else we got? So yes, I would highly recommend using an agent to do your bank account. You know, I just did a video. There's a video all about it, updating my bank account details and all about opening a bank account here. I had to go in there. I changed my passport. I got a new passport because mine expired. When it expires, you get a new passport number. So I need to give those details to the bank. So I went to a local branch down the road here and spoke to the manager, gave her my passport, my new passport, my old passport. She updated my details, gave her my new address, which the agent in Pattaya had put as my hotel. So I updated that, and I said, she didn't need for a lease agreement or anything like that. I just Googled it. Here's my address where I'm living now. She just wrote that down and then sent that through and then issued me with a new passbook. Over here, you get the old-fashioned passbook. So when you do a transactions in the branch, it updates in a passbook. So they updated that and gave me a new one of those. Done. So no problem. It's all legit. So go, yes, use an agent. Okay. Did you pay the coffee later, the 13? Yes, I did, Jackson. Yes. And she remembered me and she was happy. Yes. And yes, the 13 I owed her. Yeah, I did. I went past and remembered her. And unfortunately, she has a boyfriend. Yeah, a Thai boyfriend. So anyway, the reason why I can just brush that one off is because I know that if I go out today, I'll see another 4 or 5 potential girlfriend material girls out there. It's not like, I'm not saying anything negative, too much negative about the West, but you know, I'm a tall, skinny guy. I'm attracted to tall, skinny girls, and Thailand is full of them. It's just full of them. It's just, yeah, paradise. What more can I say? Yeah, looking for weight loss, fellas, guys, or just a healthier diet. Check out Trip on Wheels' channel. New channel all about weight loss. So highly good value. There's the link there in chat. How much money cost you? You need to buy their insurance? No, mate, no. Somebody put out, someone down in Pattaya put a couple of videos out recently about this insurance, all right? Listen, I've got to tell you, right? The insurance, they were saying that if you're under 50 years old, the bank, and I noticed in the recent video, he actually said Bangkok Bank, whereas the previous video, they just said banks. They weren't specific on which one. But now that they are specific with Bangkok Bank, that's the bank I know. That's the bank I use. And I can tell you, that's bullshit. if you're under 50 years old, the only reason you would need to get life insurance on your savings account, you can't get a credit account in any bank as a foreigner, right? So why they think you need life insurance on your savings money, it's not like you've got money owing to the bank because you're on a credit card, no, is because you're in a tourist area and they're taking advantage of the tourists. You're in Pattaya, you're in Bangkok, you're in the city, you're around the tourist area and they're just taking advantage of it. I went to my Bangkok bank down the road here, which is a local bank. They spoke perfectly good English. I mean, you're a bank manager in a bank, you need to have some idea of at least some English, okay? And I spoke to her and she said to me, no, okay? No. I said, look, I have a sister in Australia that wants to come out here for a few weeks holiday and visit me sometime this year. Can I bring her in here and she open up a bank account? She said, not a problem, just tell her to bring her passport. Right? Right. Okay, if you're under 50, right, dress nice, don't wear shorts, wear long pants, wear a collared shirt, okay, wear some neat sandals or sand shoes, look respectable, be confident, walk in there like you know what you're doing and go through the process, all right? But if you walk in there with a singlet top and shorts and your flip-flops and stuff and really, I'm a tourist, they're going to try and get anything out of you, So, go to a bank branch that's somewhere quiet, small, okay? In that video I did just a couple of weeks ago, opening a bank account, I actually put the Google Maps link, if you happen to be in Chiang Mai, to that branch, okay? So there you go. But the insurance is just it's just a scam. It's just a way of selling an extra product that the bank have. It's nothing to do with opening an account. It's not a requirement. Oh, hello, we're back. It's okay. Just some reason it just cut out for a sec. We're all good. Okay, did you update your Thai bike license as that uses your passport number? No, I haven't done that yet. Okay, and I haven't done that yet, and I don't know if I will. I've never had to show my license yet. I haven't, touch wood, never been pulled over by a police officer yet. They just waved me through, probably because I'm wearing a helmet and I'm okay, but they're not going to check that. I don't carry my passport around. I have a photo of it on my phone, that's all, because I have my Thai driver's license. But when I renew it, because it's valid for 2 years, when I renew it, then I will give my new license on there, passport number on there. But yeah, I think I'll just leave that. I'm not worried about that. You're still required to show proof of 800,000 Thai baht in a Thai bank account as part of your retirement visa renewal. Yes, that's right. Yes, you can go. And you need to go to the bank and get a statement from the bank that shows your transactions for the whole 12 months, right? And it's got to be signed by the bank manager. All right, and I spoke to my bank manager down here at this branch here and asked that question, and she said to me, yeah, no problem. You just come in and I'll do the letter for you and the statement and sign it, and it'll be done while you wait. Whereas if you go to Central Festival, the branches where all the foreigners go, you could have to, sometimes, most of the cases, you'll never get it done the first day. You'll have to wait a day or two. Immigration will go through that bank statement and check to make sure that 800, you never drop below that 800,000 over 12 months. You can, but it needs to be at 800,000. I think it's 2 months or 3 months before you go and do your visa extension. Okay, so you can let it drop below, but it needs to be back up at that 2 months. I think it's 2 months before. Just check on that. The other option is, I don't know, just have an account for the 800,000 to sit in, and then put the other money that you're living off in another account and work on that, and just leave it, put it aside. And it's there, not get touched at all. But yes, you do need to do that. I don't think the bank charges you for that. Maybe they do. Might only be like 100 baht or something. Yeah. And you need to do it fairly recent, like right up. The day you go to the bank needs to be either the day or the day before you go to immigration to do that renewal. All right. I know chocolate is a delicacy in Thailand. Yes. I'm not too worried about dating, lol. Yeah, me either. They refuse to open an account unless you buy insurance. Yeah, that's what I mean. You've got to go to a branch that's quieter. If your bank account opens in Pattaya, you will have to pay a fee, yes, for deposit and withdrawal outside Pattaya. Only if you do it in the branch. So, for instance, last week I went in and deposited 10,000 cash, 10,000 Thai baht cash into my account at the branch, right? So over the counter, she got my deposit slip. I just signed it. She filled it out. And then it was a whole 15 baht. 15 baht. Because it wasn't the branch that my account was opened at. 15 baht. Yeah. The same would be for withdrawals. But for withdrawals, you use the ATM. Okay? And also with the ATMs, you have cardless withdrawals too. So if you've got the app on your phone, you can walk up, open the app, right? Press cardless withdrawal, and then press the cardless withdrawal on the machine, and then type in on your phone how much you're taking out, and then your QR code will show up on the screen on the ATM. Scan that, money pops out. No need for the card. Card stays in the wallet. So there you go. It's 3 months, is it? Before and 3 months after the visa renewal. I thought it was 2 or 3 months. That's correct. Yes. So yeah, just leave the money there. Yeah, it's all right. No big deal. I think about 2 months before. But can't drop below 400,000. That's correct. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. The other alternative is if you do go down below 800,000 and you've got no income, so you can't bring it up above that 800,000, and you need to renew your visa extension of stay, you're going to have to go see an agent to do that. Okay, an agent will get around that loophole, but it won't cost you 1,900 baht, as if you did have the 800,000. It'll probably cost you about 12,000 baht and up to use an agent to renew your retirement extension of stay. Yeah, so it's worth your while to keep that minimum amount in there. All right, and really, you know, what are you thinking if you're moving to Thailand, you know, and you don't have I mean, it's all got to be part of your budget. You know, you got to budget for that 800,000. Okay, I budgeted to have enough money above that 800,000 required to be in my account every year for the next 2.5 years before I get, like I've mentioned, my superannuation. In which case, you know, I'm going to have like 10, 12 million go into my account by then. So then the last thing I need to worry about is keeping the 800,000 and watching my money like I do now, you know. But yeah, agents will for the price get you through that. So there we go. That's why, you know, that's why I'm building up my channel. You know, I'd love to have a nice, good, strong YouTube channel and lots of people watching the videos and more subscribers, so YouTube pushes the videos out and more people watch. Anyway, we're going to finish up here, guys. 2 hours. That could be the longest live stream I've done. Wow. And it's turning out a nice day. I'm going to go down and grab myself, I don't know, banana and honey roti from my friends down in the restaurant downstairs. I think that would be a nice brunch for me. And then, the breeze is still a little cool, but in the sun by the pool, it should still be warm. And I'm working on my Thai tan. It's coming along well. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Really, guys, thank you, everybody. And thank you for the super chat there that came in earlier. Much appreciated. And don't forget the thumbs up. And I'll be back on about the same time next weekend as well. Maybe more likely from a nice cafe in the mountains. In fact, I can promise you, as long as it's not raining, I'll endure the cold if I have to. I'll head out there, all right? And fantastic. And, of course, if you want to email me, my email address is discoveringthailand00@gmail.com. And I'm happy to hear any subjects or anything you want to know about. You know, ideas for videos, whatever, okay? And once again, Trip on Two Wheels with his channel link there. Whip over there if you're interested in some weight loss and healthy dieting. Okay, Weight Loss Wins on YouTube. All right, excellent. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever in the world you are. Stay safe, and hope everybody learnt something today. And it's good to have such a great, friendly community of everybody. All right, catch us all later. Bye for now. Cheers.